Okay, so the tigers are hungry and I got their food right here. So let's go give it to them. I don't get a chance to make videos these days. And I've tried a few times. Oh, Billy, did you fall off there? Oh, Billy fell from the stairs. He's so old. I actually found my very old Kodak camera, which I used to take pictures of Billy when he was, well, a little puppy. And I'll never forget it. Yeah, Enzo, are you guys hungry? And I'm going to put batteries in it. I want to find a photo of him to see how old he is. Guys, he's going to be in his 20s. So, can't wait to see exactly how old he is. Look at him. But he had a good life. I remember him in a pet store screaming until I took him and bought him. And we were at No More Dogs, but I couldn't say no to Billy. I had to take him. He was so, how can I put it, demanding. He was just not taking no for an answer. And I remember his ears sat right on top of his head, closer together than they are now when he was little. But they were very, very high. All the others had ears that was like this. Not Billy. Billy's ears was straight up. And I'm not even sure if I had him at this house. Yeah, it must have been this house because he can't be more than 25 years old. But he's quite old. But he is still doing good. But I've got him on this side now with the smaller dogs because the bigger dogs are just a handful. And the other thing is, he fell in the pool twice. And he can swim. The problem is, he can't fly because there's no water in the pool. So I figured it's safer to have him around here. I want him to have a nice retirement like Trappy's had. Trappy's had a great retirement over here, but I had to carry Trappy's around for at least a year. And I don't need to carry Billy around. Well, not yet. I did actually carry him up the other day. And he was very happy to be upstairs and he knows it well. So he's doing great. There is Smarty Pants. And that's so normal. You know, at first when you see a cat walking on the tiger's wall, you get a little upset. You get a little rattled. But when you've done this for 15 years, 14 years, you know, you don't get rattled anymore. It is normal then. So, what can I say? You get used to things that is really out of place. And then you realize that things aren't that much out of place as you thought they were. If you take it, when you're driving on a road with your car, and there's literally cars missing you all the time, that's driving in the opposite direction. But that's normal to everybody, except if you are a first-time driver. You notice that car really close to you and you tend to get a little nervous, like it's going to hit you, and you're only missing it by a few, well, feet. So I can explain it that way. Billy, here's something for you. Look at that. He doesn't even know where to eat. Come on, take it. I'm gonna give you your food right now, okay? His ears really got bitten on the other side. There's more flies that side. I don't know why. This house is just cool in summer. I don't know why. But yeah, his ears are recovering still, but it's now pretty good. It's pretty good. But other than that, he is fine. I would like to give him a comb, just to comb his hair a little. But he bites when you do that. And here you can see his new hair that came out. It's black, where the old hair is a brownish color, where Dainty is as black as can be. We used to say that you can draw, he's so black, you can draw a white stripe on him with a piece of charcoal. That is how black his rear end is now. But everybody's doing good. Sun is on its way down. The tree is getting its new leaves. It's late, 19 days late, but all is good. So I didn't have to make so much chicken for the boys today. I had, well, let's just say the chicken that was left over by the cats for the last 2 or 3 days were not thrown to the tigers in the morning. They were really fed well. So that was left over, placed in the fridge, and I just took it all now, and then I just added a few. So it makes my day a little lighter, because it is quite a lot of work preparing the chicken. A lot of people have told me, just throw it in with the feathers. Guys, you won't believe what it looks like after a few weeks. It is feathers everywhere, and then you have to pick them up all over. Now, just vacuuming this area, it's a big job. It takes a while. I did, and I just couldn't cope with the longer stuff. All these longer leaves got stuck in the vacuum cleaner. But I am going to vacuum this whole place pretty soon. Just once a year, that is what is necessary. And then the place is really clean. But I'll see when that's going to happen. It's probably still going to be in this week. Well, today, that just leaves tomorrow. So I will have to do it maybe tomorrow. But yeah, every day there's a new job that needs to be done. The tigers eat so calmly, except when Diego is really angry. I had some people here today that came to see the tigers, and they brought them some they've got a shop, and they've got some chicken now and then that defrosted, and then they are not allowed to freeze it again. According to the law, it needs to be disposed of. And how do you dispose of chicken? You can't. It's not possible. You have to have a lion or a tiger or some kind of animal that can consume it. Now that is why we had a zoo in every town in South Africa in the 1970s and 80s. Because everybody had that little bit of carrot leaves left that needed to go to the bunnies, that little bit of meat that fell on the floor, or where there was some kind of fly or something that sat on it. And the hygiene was really good back then. It was a really good country. Everybody was doing what they were supposed to do. And then when they go home, they would go past the zoo, and they would be able to leave that by the zoo. And that is like a recycling thing. Only now you're getting rid of it, and you're feeding something, giving something the opportunity to eat. So a zoo is not that bad of a thing if it is used for the right, Enzo, for the right thing. So yeah, ever wondered why they had zoos? Why they kept the lion? Why they kept the tiger? I think that is why. For its excellent, well, consuming things that needs to get away, and giving it an acid bath, and it's gone. But yeah, it makes you think. And you know, my granddad in Brakpan, he was the guy that he was around the zoo all the time. all the time, and he was the guy walking around asking for the fishing licenses. Guys, we needed to have licenses for everything in South Africa in the old days, and all those things fell away. We needed a dog license, we needed a fishing license, we needed a third party on your car. We needed a lot of stuff that had to be done before you could just go out and live your life. So yeah, he was there, and I remember, I think it was my 2nd birthday, he brought me a donkey and tortoises in his Mini. He drove a Mini and he brought them to my house so that I could play with him for the day. That was some other time. I ask my mom these days, where did we live when I was 3? Where did we live when I was 1? Because I can remember well, guys. I can remember very, very well. And I told her, did we move every year? She said, yes, we did. And we lived around this area. We never moved far away. But when my grandpa passed away, we moved in with my grandma on my father's side. So that's where we lived for 16 years. And then we moved. And then we moved again. And then we rented a house, because we lost that house with the interest rate that went to 26%. And then the banks were very, very desperate because everybody lost their houses. So the bank was sitting with so many houses, they didn't know what to do. And that is where I found this place. And I found this place not built like this. It was a small little house, but it had potential. And it was in a field. The field went right around, and I could buy a piece of that field. And that is where the Tigers area comes from. I bought that separately back in 2000. And it only took 12 years to get the rezoning, the park closure and the consolidation done. And then, yeah, the Tigers could move in. It was just in time for Enzo. So yeah, it is like it was planned way before. And oh yes, I have to say, my ID number and the place where I was born. Now, how can I put this? I was born on the 11th of the 9th month. And this house, the telephone number for this house, the area code is 011. There's the 11. And then the area code for this place, this house, is in Brakpan, which is 740. And I was born in 74. And then the next letters on that telephone number was the 09. Guys, my ID number, according to the day I was born, matches the telephone number of this house in the same street as where I was born. I was born at the Far East Rand Hospital, and the road in front of the Monkey House, but we've got it as one house, is Hospital Road. So I took this house as it's impossible that it was not planned before I was born. How does that sound? And Enzo had to have a place to be, because he was waiting in line to be born to come to me. And he got born, and the place was ready. I remember phoning the building inspector, and I had this foundation dug. and I put steel in the foundation, and I called him and I said, hey, I need to build a wall here. You guys better come and inspect it. And he said, we're only gonna come out in 3 weeks, sir. And I said, listen to me, I've got a tiger. I'm starting to build today. I'm casting this concrete. You better just accept a picture. The guy said, tiger at your house? I'll be there in 5 minutes. Guys, he came rushing over. He didn't even check the foundation. He was so intrigued with Enzo. He just said, build, build, build. And I built this wall right here. And I thought, I'm going to do it in a way that I can use it later on as garages, because that's what it's supposed to be. But somehow I never could take away this small little area from the tigers. I said, I will do it, but on one condition. I give them the space somewhere else back. Like on top of the roof even, where they can stare out into the horizon. I would love to do that for them. So if I ever built some garages over here, that would be obviously not built in. The wall would probably start about there, come this way, and then go that way, and then just run all the way to that wall. So it is only taking that inside part extra, but just for a car to be able to go in. And because my cars are standing outside, I've got the Porsche over here, I've got the BM over there, but I have some cars that's standing outside that I have to do things like this now, and this is not good. So I've still got that in mind, maybe one day, but let's see how it works out. But I would want to give him the space extra back first, and then do something, or build this with a proper, well, roof like what I've put in there, with a concrete roof that's flat, put bars around it, and build a cage, a double story cage. I think I must do that. As soon as I'm back on my feet, doing well, which it should be soon, then I think I'm gonna do that. Because I'm not gonna move here. I'm gonna live in this house. I love this house. This house is amazing. And I can get things done at this house that I cannot get done anywhere in the world. Because this house was appointed to me before I was born. So, I'm going to leave you guys there. Thanks for listening to all these stories. But yeah, this place has got so many things that's happened here over the years. And good things. And it's a wonderful place to live. I love living here. Hey Enzo, do you love living here as well? Yeah, you look like you ate a lot. Look at that stomach. Oh, he's huge, guys. He is a big guy. You didn't even eat that last chicken. I could have fed that one to the cats then, but I took one away that I'm going to now bring to the cats. They will be eating in the next 5 minutes. Well, guys, that's it. A little story for today. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it, and like always, have a great day.